right, hello. It's Monika Davis from @Monika'sPlace, and I have a video today, and I'm going to be using the Just a Note bundle and the Sunflower 3D embossing folder. And then some other things I'm using that are the Sharing, Loving, Crafting stamp set. And then this is a new 1 7/8 inch circle punch. And then we're also using some of the new InColors, which are going to be on sale in August. Let's see. I write that. Guy. InColor Sale is on August the 5th through the 31st. Sorry about that. I just brought them inside. Alright, so our new InColors that I wanted to show you. So we're going to start with that. Our Cloud Cover and Darling Duckling and Secret Sea. So there's those three. And then the other two are the Strawberry Slush and the Timid Tiger. So I'm going to show you how I made these cards in these last two colors. So I have regular cardstock for the card base. I have a layer of white, and then I used this new 3D sunflower embossing folder, and it's one of those big ones. It's like 8.5 by 6 inches, so it's big. But for this layer, this is the two-toned cardstock in each of the InColors. So you can see one side is like the basic color, and then there's a lighter side. So I have embossed onto the lighter side, so my embossing is raised. And then what I've got is a sanding block, because this has a white core. You can do the sanding to reveal more of the design. When you use the embossing folders. So got some dust. So this is it's a sanding block that I found on Amazon. I'm sure you can find it in craft stores, or maybe use like a nail file, something like that. So we're just doing a light sanding. I don't want to do too much, but that's going to just reveal a little bit more of the design. And so then I'm going to glue these on. And let's do that. So you could have embossed it with the darker side up. Whichever side you wanted, but I chose to do the lighter side for these cards. And then I'm just going to glue this on here. I did decide I wanted that white layer in between. And then I am also going to add a layer of white to the inside of each card. So there's going to be a InColor sale, 15% off on these 2025 to 2027 InColors, and that sale starts August the 5th and runs through August 31st. And so when you go during the sale into the store, you can see exactly what all is included in the sale. I'm assuming that it will include the regular cardstock, the ink, the refills, the markers, the ribbon, the blends. It's just my assumption. I don't have a list to know for sure, but my understanding that it is these 2025 to 2027 InColors, as opposed to our InColors from last year. I don't think those are included in this sale. All right, so we've got that part done. Then I've got, this is the ribbon. It's like a faux linen ribbon. So I have that in these two colors, and then I've used this 1 7/8 inch circle punch. And then I need my stamp. Let's see. So I used one from this set called Just to Brighten Your Day. I mean, the stamp says Just to Brighten Your Day. The set is called Sharing, Loving, Crafting. And we're going to do Strawberry Slush right there. Let me get my chamois out to clean. And then we will do one in the Timid Tiger. Also on August the 5th, they are releasing 3 new kits from the kits collection. I've got the names. I haven't really seen them, but one's called Harvest Home Garland, so I'm guessing that's some kind of a fall garland. One is called Bunch of Thanks, and then one's called Brighten Your Day. So those are 3 new kits coming out on August the 5th as well. All right, so what I did here was I took a piece of tear and tape and put it on the back of my circle. Then I have my ribbon. I'm just going to fold this over, and then I'm going to just kind of put this where I want it and stick it into that piece of tear and tape. And then I will take this and use dimensionals to kind of anchor the other side of that ribbon down. Add that to my card. So let's do our Timid Tiger. dimensionals. All right, there are all 5 of those InColors. Pretty simple and easy card. So that's that card I have to show you. Then what I wanted to do was I made this card for my team meeting using that sunflower and the Just a Note stamp set. And I wanted to just do one thing a little differently on this one I'm going to show for you. This one is kind of monochromatic, but I wanted to take and do change this back layer to the pool party. This is regular cardstock, so I'm not going to sand it because there's no white core. But I'm going to use that instead of this layer. And then I'm going to make this piece of notebook paper. So this will be a great stamp set also for scrapbooking, because it has this piece with the lines on it, which I think will be helpful for your journaling on scrapbook pages. So what I actually did with this after I stamped it, this is just on basic white cardstock. It might even be better on the white willow, which might crumple better. But I crumpled this all up. Kind of wanted it to look more like a wrinkled piece of paper. You know how you go to school? School's about to start around here. And, you know, the kids wad up a piece of paper in the bottom of their backpack, and then you fish it out to see what exactly it is, whether it's something you needed to know about. All right, so we're using Pool Party because that's my layer here. And then the dies, let me get the dies out. So the dies have that piece of paper, and then they have the paper clips, they have some arrows and hearts, they have different book clips, a heart clip, and then some more arrows and a star. So lots of fun little dies for scrapbooking, I think, especially if you're scrapbooking first day of school, or maybe you're making treats for the first day of school. So we are going to add this. All right, then I've got my notebook paper. I'm going to glue this. So for this piece, what I did was I die cut from the Stylish Shapes dies a circle, and then I embossed it so it showed this sunflower. So that's going to kind of go there. And then this is the paper clip die. So we're just going to kind of glue these together. I'm going to just add, probably would have been good if I had used adhesive sheets on this one, but I did not, so it is what it is. I'm not sure I brought my linen thread with me. I'll have to grab that in just a second. I left a little bit of an opening so I can stick some linen thread through there. I am being kind of generous with the glue because It's not flat. I want that on there. Let me see. Do I have? Oh, I do have linen thread. Okay. I got linen thread. And then this is the Just a Note. The other words in this stamp set say Happy Back to School, Best Ever, You've Got This. But we're going to use Just a Note. This might be something you give, I don't know, to the teacher on the first day of school. Or anytime, really. It's centered up super well, but we're gonna live with it. These banners are also from the Stylish Shapes, just like the circle. Also on August 5th, there will be an update to the last chance list, and something that they've never done before, they are putting on the last chance list some of the old celebration items. I think from, I guess from the beginning of the year. They're just on there temporarily to clean out some inventory for a month, I guess, or while supplies last, I suppose. So if you see something from Celebration on there, that's why. Not sure why they're doing it. Okay, so there's that card, and then we're gonna do a few of these embellishments. Pull this guy. All right, those are called the low profile dots. So there's that version with the different color in the back. I think I probably like that better, but you could do it either way. So there's that one. And then I had one more I wanted to try. So if you look at this Just a Note bundle or stamp set on the store, there's a little project here that looks like a box for cookies. And what I was thinking was using that idea but turning it into a card. So I have a thick white card base. I have this is the same paper they used, and it is from the paper pack called Florals in Bloom. So I have that, and I have my die cut for my paper piece. I'm going to switch to cloud cover for doing my lines on this one. So I've got my ink spot that I've filled with my ink refill. I'm just going to dab. My ink on there. we go. And then we could do our Happy Back to School with the strawberry slush to match that. So what I'm going to do is glue this down. And then I have a cloud cover stripe from that paper pack. They used something else. And then I've got a little piece of paper, and what I've done is die cut one of those paper clips in silver this time. So I kind of want that all together. So I can just glue that down. This paper clip. Down kind of right here. I'm going to use these that looks like white baker's twine. I don't have that over here, so I'm going to use the linen thread again. That, and then I've die cut some of the little hearts. So we're going to add those. Let me get some mini dimensionals. One more. And we will add these. To our card that resembles that little cookie box, but it's a card. All right, those are all the projects that I have for you. Let's see if I can put these back in here. Let's do this. I don't know. There's those, and then some of these. so that is your sunflower embossing folder, 3D embossing folder, and then the Just a Note bundle with the stamp set and dies. All right, hope you enjoyed those projects and have a great day. I will see you next time. Bye.